Right. Hey, everybody. This is Bernetta here with the Dream Chat series. Thank you so much for being patient. We apologize that we weren't able to start on time at 9 o'clock, but we had an audio issue together. We said we're going to try one more time, and we got it together for you. Luckily, this on YouTube is live. Okay, so I am here with the creator of Latched and Hooked. And we are going to talk about dreams, and this is a chat. So we are going to hit it and quit it. We are going to get straight to the point. Both of us are working moms, entrepreneurs, mothers of three and four. So we just want to get in and motivate you real quick and inspire you to continue to go after your dreams. So hi, Tiffany.
Hello, hello. Thank you so much for having me. I love being a part of your Dream Chat.
Oh my goodness, the audio's going crazy. Okay, so let me let me read the bio of Tiffany. Latched and Hooked is a 100% woman-owned and operated beauty brand that offers safe, stress-free, affordable, and quality products for women who wear protective styles. We are the original creators of texture, pre-curled, and looped synthetic hair designed to match a woman's natural hair texture and great for crochet braiding. Our products are great for every stage of your protective style journey. At 16 years old, our founder, visionary Tiffany Gatlin began her entrepreneurial journey creating trendy protective styles in her mother's basement to earn with fashion. After graduating,
Uh-oh.
so welcome, Tiffany.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you for being the first of our Dream Chat leading into the new year. I know it's December, but you are at the start of the new year. So tell us a little bit about, well, I just read about you and we can try to talk quick. So why is it important for you to start your business versus staying in corporate America? Why was it important for you to start a business?
Well, I just knew that I wanted to be an entrepreneur. I made the transition from corporate professional to entrepreneur because I just simply wasn't happy anymore. The burning desire that I used to have, getting up in the morning, going into my job, it started to fizzle after about 6 years. I felt like I had reached, a plateau, and I just wasn't happy anymore. I wanted to, I knew that there was just something more that I wanted to do, that I was destined to do. And so I literally made the courageous decision after speaking to my husband and, talking to him about some of the goals and dreams that I had. And after I got his buy-in and support, it fueled me to be able to feel confident enough to resign from my job and the safety net of a paycheck every 2 weeks to move beyond that and start, my entrepreneur journey.
Well, that's good. Now, out of all the things that you could have done, why hair?
People ask me this all the time, and I always say that I feel that it's been a 360 type of evolution in my life. As you read in my bio, I started doing hair when I was 16 years old in my mother's basement. And it was simply a way for me to gain money, to feed my obsession, my crazy obsession of beauty and fashion. And I mean, at that time, I didn't know. I mean, I can't say at that time at 16, doing micro braids in my mom's basement, that was my dream, side hustle. But it certainly made me money. And I would have never thought that learning that trade would bring me full circle to where I am today. And all the other little steps in between. So for me, going to college, graduating, with a PR degree, going into corporate America, becoming a branch manager, becoming an assistant vice president of a major Fortune 500 company, just going into banking, period. All of that set me up for being an entrepreneur, because every one of those things taught me something, and it allowed me to be able to structure myself as an entrepreneur. So it taught me leadership. It taught me how to deal with finances. It taught me how to deal with people. It taught me how to deal and create structure within an organization. So all of those little things that I did from the time I was 16 years old to the time that I resigned from Bank of America basically just led up to where I am today.
Awesome. So now that you're an entrepreneur, how long have you been in business with Latched and Hooked? How long has that been in existence?
Literally, I started Latched and Hooked this year in March.
Oh, okay. So your 1-year anniversary is coming up.
Yes, it is.
What has been, from March till today, what has been the best thing that has happened to you in your business?
The best thing that has happened to me in my business, I'm going to say, is me. And let me explain why. It's because, how can I put this? I came out of another business, and the business that I started, today, Latched and Hooked, is everything that I wanted my old business to be. So the reason why I say the best thing that's ever happened to Latched and Hooked is me is because I'm able to breathe life and vision into this business the way that I've always wanted it to be. So, the integrity, the transparency that I have with my consumers, the product offerings, because I'm kind of clear and free of past relationships, past businesses, I can really breathe life into this business the way that I wanted it to be. So that's why I say, the best thing has happened is me, because I'm able to give myself 100% to the business that I've always, and create the business the way that I've always wanted it to be.
Yeah, that's awesome. And you don't have to answer to anybody but yourself. And I'm sure you've grown since March from now, but what other skills do you still want to master as a business owner?
I am not. One thing that like I said, I love about this chat is that, you create, I'm sure you'll probably get into it, but, you created this wonderful journal, for not only just entrepreneurs, but just for people, to be able to have a place to put all of their ideas, their dreams in one place where it's organized. And I can say one thing about me is I struggle with writing down stuff. And so I keep a lot of things inside of my head. So one thing I want to get better at is being able to unload all of my ideas out and onto paper so that I can physically see it, whether I need to put it up on a board or whether it's in my journal or whatever. There's always a place that I can go and see it, and it's not just crammed in my head.
So you never wrote in a diary growing up, I take it?
I didn't. I mean, I was a writer though, when I was younger, but it wasn't in a journal or a diary. I just used to do one-off writings, in a notebook. But it wasn't journaling. Like I wasn't every day or every week or every weekend writing in it. I more so wrote stories, but it wasn't, it wasn't necessarily journaling. So, so that's one thing. The other thing is just, I guess I'm very bad because I do a lot of multitasking and it's distracting. So I can start working on one thing and then I think about something else that needs to be done. And then I'm like, oh, let me do this real quick. Mm-hmm. And then I start that and then I come back to what I left and then I remember something else and then I start that and I'm like, oh, I need to email such and such. And then I open up another page in my, and it's like I'm doing all these different things. And at the end of the day, I'm realizing, like, did I actually mark off one thing and complete that one thing? I may have started 5 different things, but did I ever complete one, actual task? And so I gotta get better.
When you said that, it makes me think of a lot of people who are multi-passionate, who have a lot of talents. Like myself, I can do the A, B, C, and D. But if somebody wanted to follow their dream, a lot of people say like Steve Harvey, right? He's like, he has so many businesses, but he didn't start out as a businessman. He started out as a comedian, and then opportunities came. So if somebody has a lot of desires and dreams and goals, would you suggest that they go for them all at once or just pick one, primarily and then branch off?
I would definitely say not to go at them all at once. I would say to master that one thing first. And it's okay to at some point understand or to come to realize that maybe it's not for you. A lot of people always say like, oh, you used to do this and you used to do that and you used to do this. And it's true. I do believe in trying whatever my mind, comes to decide that it wants to do. But, it may last a year, it may last 6 years, it may last 10 years, I don't know. But I never want to say that I didn't try it, but I at least give it 1 year within that dream that I, whatever that thing is, I will at least give it 1 year's worth of attention before I decide to move on to something else.
That's a good idea. At least 1 year. Give it 365 hard days.
Yeah, because you can really say that you put your your best foot. Hopefully you can say you put your best foot forward and that you really tried, and that if you decide at the end of the year that this isn't really the direction that I want to go, or I'm not as passionate about it as I thought I was, then you can move on to something else, and you don't have to feel guilty about moving on. I think people stay in things that they're not passionate about, and then they get depressed or angry, or Monday comes and they're complaining, oh, it's Monday. Every day is a gift for me. I look forward to every single day of the week. It's another exciting day for me to get up and make some magic happen. So I don't care. Half of the time I don't even know that it is the weekend or whatever. All my days are running together, but I love what I do every day. So, it doesn't bother me. But I think as soon as you start to feel that dreadful feeling, you don't want to get up, you don't want it to give it the attention that, it needs, then you probably need to move on.
Yeah. And one thing that I was thinking about, so many times on Instagram or Facebook, I see like posts, it's Monday, here we go again. But it's like, I no longer feel that way. I no longer dread Mondays. I look forward to them actually, because for one, the kids are going back to school.
Right.
But it's another day for me to like, okay, it's another week for me to start doing what I need to do, pushing myself, learning something new. So like when you're doing what you enjoy, like you say, your days run together, you look up and it's like, what day is it? Is Tuesday? Is Wednesday? You don't even know because you're just continuing in your flow. So as we wind down, I think I have 2 quick questions. The first one is, if somebody is a mother like us, has kids and has a dream, like when is the right time to try to go for your dream?
I think that if you wait for the right time, then it's going to pass you by. When you start to pursue your dreams and you are already established, and when I say established, I means you can be married, you can have kids, life has, really kicked in gear for you. It's not really the right time, I don't ever think it was a right time. But it was a discussion that I had to sit down and talk to my family about, because we all had to be on the same page when I decided to go into whatever it was I was going into, whether when I was doing the magazine at one time, when I had, left from Bank of America to become a full-time entrepreneur, to, me starting the hair business the first time and then starting another company the second time. All those different things required me to sit down with my family and get their buy-in and their understanding, because I needed their help too. When I'm doing things like this, with the chat, I have to have a conversation with my husband to say, hey, I'm doing this chat. I need you to corral the kids together. I need you to get dinner together, whether that's pizza, which is what we're having tonight, or, you got to get the baths or whatever it is. It's a team effort and we have to make it, all happen. So it's just never a right time. But I think the best thing is just to make sure that you corral your, your friends, family, or whatever your makeup is, and just make sure that you can get their buy-in to help you through it.
I was listening to the radio, and somebody had called in and asked a similar question, like, when is the right time for me to follow my dream? And their response was like, the right time is always now. And like you just said, if you wait for the perfect moment, it'll never be a perfect moment. You don't want to wait till your kids get grown, because you have to think you're going to be 18 years older, and then
the bottom line is tomorrow is not promised to us.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's the hard reality. Tomorrow is not promised to us. So, you can wait till tomorrow, but who's really to say that you will have tomorrow?
Yeah.
And so for me, I just never want to think that, I put off my dreams for tomorrow when it's not promised to me, so just go after it now.
Well, I think that, you are very successful. I love your products, Lashed and Hooked. I've wore them, and I know that you're doing big things. I saw today that there's a wig coming out, the Lashed and Hooked wig. So I can't wait to try that, because I wear a few wigs myself. Following out there on social media. But I'm going to ask one last question to end the chat, and it's kind of a fun question. What is your superpower?
My superpower is coming up with amazing ideas. And I didn't know that at first. I didn't. But I realized that I have this amazing ability to come up with really cool ideas and concepts.
Well,
that is a good thing and a bad thing at the same time, because you have all these ideas that you want to, activate, and, you can't do them all. But it's a blessing to be able to come up with some really cool ideas and visions. And so I think that's my superpower / blessing.
Okay. I was like, don't say curse. Don't say superpower /
No. Superpower and blessing.
So to end the chat, I do want to say thank you for your time. You can tell them again what your site is, and if you want to say anything about your business.
Sure. So I am at latchedandhooked.com. That's LATCHED and AND hooked, HOOKED, latchedandhooked.com. All over social media. We have a YouTube page, Facebook page, Twitter page, Instagram page, and Bernetta said it. We are launching a wig line. Our first wigs that'll be launching with that collection are actually going to be braided wigs. They're handmade. They're not your beauty supply store wigs. They are handmade, and they will be special order. We have some that are already in stock and ready to ship, but they're mostly will be where you can special order them the way you want them. And so that'll be coming out within the next week. And I just got a lot of cool things happening in 2017. And the best way to stay on top of what we're doing is to become part of our circle, the Latched and Hooked Beauty Insider Circle. And you can sign up for that on our website.
All righty. Also, I want to add that I have created a planner called My Dream Year Planner. Make your dream manifest in 365 days. And I do not have one with me. Girl, can you get one with real quick?
I have mine in the other room, and it's amazing. And the one thing that I think I told you this, but the one thing I love about the planner is the coloring section. You know, how cool is that? Because, you know, it really, you guys have to try it. Like, if you haven't colored since elementary school, you'll love this, because you literally can put your energy into concentrating on, you know, one of these coloring pages. So it's beautiful planner, very inspirational.
And you're talking about, well, I have 4 in here. Yes. And they will be sold on Latched and Hooked, right, for a limited time. Yep. On Latched and Hooked, you can get them.
And I will be giving away a couple of them in some orders that some customers will be making. I'll be slipping in a planner in there for them. Unexpected.
And one thing I do want to say is for that dreamer, you don't have to start January. That's why you can use this planner anytime. You can start any month you want. Whenever you're ready to put in the work to follow your dreams, you can start. So that's the cool thing about the planner as well. Thank you, Tiffany. LatchedandHooked.com. Check it out. She has some great videos too to show you how to style your crochet hair, and check out the Dream Planner. And we will be doing the Dream Chat series again once a month. The next time will be mid-January, and we'll be talking to Siobhan, who has created the Be Free project journal. All right. So thank you, Tiffany.
All right. Thank you. Appreciate it.
All right. I'm going to stop the broadcast. Bye, everybody.